Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So not even bothering with the other indexes today, so we'll just focus on the DAX. We got this sell-off yesterday, which was expected. You can see I've left the levels in from yesterday, but let's just switch to the 8 hour. And you'll see we've blown through the first one and the second one. So what we can actually do is just delete some of them. That one is not relevant at the moment. And then what we are doing at the moment, you can see we are testing this level. And then we have that one right there, which we just about missed. And in between that, you've got a whole host of potential areas that you could find support. And you could also add your Fibonacci level in as well. But anyway, a couple of things. So firstly, be wary that this could be a sort of a flag setup for a move to the downside. So big move down, big move up. But we do have this strong area of support here. So let's not focus too much on that. I think what you should be doing is to see where we are going to get support and where the opportunity is to buy. So do have a crossover the moving averages now as well. We haven't tested the 155, so that is also another thing that could influence us. With just Europe trading today, basically, it's probably going to be either more of the same or sideways like we are now. So either a bit of a fall, and this is just because of the PMI data that was coming out yesterday across Europe. It's kind of a mixed bag of results, so doesn't quite explain why we had the pullback, but nevertheless, market doesn't go up in a straight line. So what you're looking for is to see whether we can find support here. And you can see, looking left, you can see how strong this area of chaos is here. So we'll get to the levels now in the lower time frames. That's probably going to be the opportunities for us. So starting on the hour, we're in between the moving averages. So right off the bat, I can tell you that we're more than likely going to range today while we wait for the USA to come out. And bear in mind, we do have the Fed's minutes tomorrow, and then we have non-farm payrolls Friday. So those two events typically always cause a bit of trouble for us. And then obviously end of quarter, so we've got the quarterly results that should be coming out. I think it starts next week. Probably some of it does start next week, I think, but end of the week, end of the week, beginning of the following week is probably where you're going to see the bulk of it start. So this gap is still very much in play, and I don't trust this level here at 16,086, but we'll leave it drawn in just in case. This level here for me is a little bit more important at 16,063, and then also we've got 1600, which is fairly strong as well. So that's kind of the area that I would like to see us get some structure in. On the hour, you do have a grouping of the oscillators starting to form the downside, so that's just indicating oversold on the hour. And if you start dropping down to the 15-minute, we're kind of all over the place and we're ranging. We are below the moving averages, though. I wouldn't want to be taking shorts here. There's just too much potential support below us. So with all these gaps, it's highly likely that we're just going to drift lower. But then again, if you look at the higher time frames, we're probably going to be drifting sideways as well. There was no real structure to get in on yesterday, and being a half day in the USA, that wasn't really something that was attracting me at all. So pretty much the same modus of operation for me today. I am not really keen on getting involved, but we'll wait and see if something does happen. There may be some catalyst that drives us, but these gaps are definitely going to be a magnet. So we'll see what happens. Set some alerts at these levels and just see what happens at those levels. But if it's not done by lunchtime, not even worth it. I just leave it alone. So you need that that period when the USA comes online. So there's about an hour of trading when USA comes online, which is always lucrative. So that's when you get the most volumes, you get the most movement, and you can get in and out of the market fairly quickly. And the nice thing about it for those working fellows is it is at the end of the working day. So you can actually just focus on it for half an hour or so and then get on with the rest of your day. So anyway, I am sit on hands, not really interested in getting into this, but do pay attention to these levels if you are watching. It's going to be I think it's going to be a relatively quiet day, just looking at the hour. It's going to muck around in here, in amongst the moving averages, and probably bounce off a level and then bounce off a level to the upside and form a bigger range. And then we will pick this up tomorrow. But tomorrow is also going to be pretty muted while we wait for the Fed minutes to come out. So, yeah, that's kind of the norm for the start of the quarter. It's always a mixed bag. Anyway, hope it helps somewhat, and we will catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.